So we lost that battle, but you know the game's still going. That was just our searching party, I guess. So we are gonna make a coal mine right here. These little black blobs, as you can see right there, that the geologists, you know, I guess planted little signs. They're for coal. Those light whitish colored blocks, they're for stone. So that's the alternative of getting stone from these. And these silver looking ones are for iron. Now the more little blocks it has, that means the more it will produce out of it, I believe. Don't quote me on that 100%. I don't know if it changes the speed at which they do it, or the amount that can be gotten out of it. I don't know, but I know that more is better in that case. So. Okay, so looks like we're gonna want to expand this way. You know, maybe eventually get a tower up here. Okay, now that I've gone over a lot of like the basic stuff, I guess, if you may, I am gonna use what I think is a fast forward button. I haven't used it before. I found out about it while I was looking for how to fix the resolution, so we're gonna find out if it works or not. So it's gonna be F12. Let's see what happens. Whoop. Yep. It fast forwarded alright, but it was very fast. I would recommend you don't hold it um, like I just did. I mean, as you can see, I held it down for wow, maybe 3 seconds, and it went forward a lot. But it saved some time, I suppose. So looks like all our buildings that we had, you know, queued, I guess if you want to call it that, are now complete. Okay, so we have our, you know, two little areas for mining now. We are gonna expand downward a little. Now that we are gonna have our ores coming in, we are gonna have to build the iron smelting tools. And you know, you want to build all these relative buildings kind of close to each other. You know, all the ore type stuff. You know, have the smelting close to it because your carriers are gonna be walking to it. Um, See, as you can see right here, you know, the less they have to walk, the faster it's going to be. So, some food for thought. Now, I don't want to expand a whole lot over here, but I do know there is, if I remember correctly, and if you guys remember correctly too, there's some stone over here. And it's much faster getting stone from these things than it is from these. Not to mention the miners, as you can see right there. See, they need bread right there for a coal mine. I'm not. I think the iron mines need meat. Not 100% sure, but they need food. So it's cheaper to do it with these guys. They don't apparently don't eat. So okay. So now that we have that, we are gonna, like I just mentioned right now, we are gonna need some food. So we have, you know, the game started us off with a fish hut, so we don't have to worry about fish. So initially we're gonna have to build grain grain farms. I'm gonna go ahead and do two, um, only because I want to make some bread and I also want to get some meat. So I'm gonna see if one can support the bakery and the other one can support the sheep that we're gonna slaughter for meat. So I'm gonna go ahead and build the grain mill over here. Now. For my bakery and the sheep ranch, they are gonna need water, which is kind of obvious, but you know, a lot of games don't even think about that now. No, the game does warn you. It's been 30 minutes since the game was last saved, so I'm gonna go ahead and save it for now, guys, because I don't want to have to redo all this for you guys. Okay, so I am gonna click the F12 button once. Wow. See how much it skips? But it's kind of nice though. I'm not gonna lie. I've played some games that I think would have been a couple hours shorter if I knew about that. I'm not gonna overuse it because I don't want to skip too much for you guys, you know. So I'm not gonna, you know, just stomp on it right now and skip the entire game. But I am gonna, you know, for moments like this where there's not a whole lot going on, you know, the buildings that we want are, you know, we're just waiting on the buildings that we need right now. So there's not a whole lot of point of not skipping forward. So this is what I was talking about. Here's your roaming settlers, which are free settlers, are not doing anything. I have quite a few of them, so I am gonna increase my carrier count because at least the carriers carry stuff. The free settlers don't do anything. I also have 5 shovels, so I'm gonna get 5 more diggers, and I have 6 hammers, so I'm gonna get 5 more builders. The reason for that is because it'll increase the speed at which, you know, things happen. You know, more carriers, more things get carried faster, more builders, more diggers, you know, buildings get built faster. Stonecutter can no longer find stone. So here, you know, cases like this where, you know, there's stone right there clearly, but he can't find anymore. So you have to select the area right there. You know, there's some stone right there. No need to panic. Okay, now I'm gonna build my first barracks. Probably right there. I am gonna make another forester hut right here because we have some woodcutters, you know, around this area, 3 of them, and we do need more trees. So see, as I build more towers, I have to keep deleting the previous ones if I don't have soldiers to take arms on it. I haven't started making new soldiers yet, so I am forced to delete my previous towers if I want to expand quickly. Now there is another option to expand, which I hadn't mentioned before. You can build these specialist guys, which are called pioneers. You basically build some of them and you select them just like you do your geologists, right? Um, and then what you do is you select them right at the edge of the border, wherever you want them to start digging, and they just kind of dig the border outwards. I find that it's kind of a slower process, but it's like an ongoing, non-stop process. So you're not using up resources like you do with the towers, and you know you don't have to have a soldier, you know, to increase your border size or whatever it may be. But it is a little bit slower, I find, at least, you know, with a few of them. If you got, you know, 20 of them, you know, it might not be that slow, but you know, then you need 20 shovels, and you know, it's, you know, you find real quickly that, you know, it takes time to build things and make I guess items and weapons for your people. So I'm gonna tap the F12 button a couple times because we do need these buildings right now, and there's not a whole lot we can do until these buildings are built. Okay. So now that we actually are gonna start getting some grain going, and you know, changing the grain into flour, which is what that grain mill is for. Now we can get a bakery going. You know, there was no point in having a bakery sitting there before, but now we can get one. These little messages of I need a soldier, so delete another tower. Okay, and he's going there. Okay, so now I probably should have done this earlier, but I think I skipped it, guys. So against another human opponent, or you know, like a 2 versus 2 or something like that, where you know you do want to grow as much as possible. You don't want to get left behind. So here's our grain farm. You know, they come out, throw some seeds down. You know, it periodically grows. The grain grows, and he comes out and, you know, harvests it. And you know, it's pretty detailed. I love this game. You know, if you like, I can't stress this enough. If you like strategy games, you like resource gathering type games, you know, anything related to that type of genre, I'd highly recommend this. I guarantee you won't regret it. It's worth whatever you have to pay for it right now. I highly doubt it's more than 10 bucks. Of like, I don't know if Steam has it. I'm not 100% sure. I don't think they do, but you could pick it up off eBay. Maybe some other websites, and it'll probably be cheap. Okay, so I am gonna tap F12 again a couple more times because I was not planning on forgetting the weaponsmith, and we do need that right now. Okay, so the weaponsmith is complete. So now they collect the coal, they collect the iron, they take it to the iron smelting works. That guy combines it, he makes the iron bars, and they carry it over to the weaponsmith or the toolsmith. If I had it, but you can have both. And he starts making weapons. So let me show you guys how this works. You click the weaponsmith works, and you click this button right here. It has a little sidebar, and it basically keeps making, unless you specify otherwise, it keeps making non-stop, continuous weapons. And this is kind of like the ratio of weapons that you want. If you want him to make like a ratio of more swords buys more arrows, more bows. I mean, or if you want him to make more armor, which is needed for like the stronger units, like the leader units. But I believe you need gold bars for those, which I have not started making or collecting, so I'm not going to go into that. At least not in this scenario. I do like to have a little bit more swords than bows, though. Maybe like 2 to 3 ratio, give or take. So there's that. Same thing with the tools. You can specify however many you want. With the tools, I don't like to keep it as a percentage. I like to specify how many I want him to make, and then he'll stop making them. Only because I don't want to waste my resources making endless amounts of tools. So these stone cutters can no longer find stone, so we go ahead and delete them. There's no point in having them. We could use those tools for something else. And looks like we're gonna have to make a couple more of those over here. So it'll probably be those same guys just coming over here and working over here once the stone cutters are built. Now I did make a gold mine, so I might show you guys if they make some gold bars fast enough. What the leader unit looks like. So here's the barracks. I'll show you guys in a second how the barracks works. It's pretty simple. Now, you do need people to convert to soldiers. They don't just magically pop out like they would in other strategy games. So I'm gonna make a large residence because I want a lot of people. Now we are running out of people, so we're gonna have to drop some carriers so that we can take on new jobs and whatnot. So this one needs a scythe. Since I don't have a tool maker, I'm just gonna go ahead and delete this building. So sorry about that, guys. If you were wondering why I made 2 and now I'm deleting 1, it's only because I don't have the scythe. I don't know if I can show you guys, but maybe I can. Let's see. Where is he? Grain farmer right there. Well, you can't clearly see it, but he needs a scythe. Maybe if I go to the building, I can show you guys. I guess not. He does need a scythe, so no scythe, no point having building, right? Okay, kind of like these guys. I believe they need a hammer. So they do need their tools for certain types of buildings. Just like I probably should have mentioned it before. I didn't think about it, but the woodcutters need axes. All the stone stuff and all like that. They need pickaxes. Fisherman needs obviously a fishing rod. A lot of common sense type stuff. It's just a lot of stuff, which is sort of a good thing. I think it's a good thing. The forester does not need any tools that I'm aware of. Okay, so let's begin showing you guys how these soldiers are made. So you click the barracks. You go kind of like with the weapons menu. You go right here. And you can also select here like having an indefinite amount of troops being trained. You can set, maybe, here's the different levels. These are Swordsman level 1, Swordsman level 2, Swordsman level 3. Anything past level 1 you need gold bars. Level 3 obviously needs more gold bars than level 2. Not sure how many. I can check for you guys real quick. It's 1 gold bar for level 2 and 2 gold bars for level 3. Same thing for the archers and same thing for the medics. I don't use a whole lot of medics. I find that they kind of suck. I don't know, maybe they don't. Maybe it's just my opinion, but I don't like medics, so I'm not going to use any. Um, and here's the squad leader. So here's like the leader unit that I was talking about that needs the armor. So you can set like an indefinite amount for all these, basically like forever keep making all these or whatever. But I'm not gonna do that because I don't know. I'm kind of picky on how I play, I guess, and I like to specifically tell them how many of which ones I want. So I do want to make a bunch of level 1 guys. Like I said, I like to have that two to maybe 2 to 3 or one 1 to 3 ratio of swordsman to archer. And if I did select to make an unlimited amount of soldiers, it would only make them if there's the weapons available and the gold available to make them in the first place. And the people. It has to be 3 people not doing anything so they can run the barracks and train. Okay. Right. So let's see if I can fast forward this a little bit, guys. Just so we can get some soldiers coming out. I guess what we're doing right now, we're waiting for the residents to be finished so that we can get some more free workers. So looks like that we got more coming out right here, so you guys can see. We do got some gold bars now, so I might make a couple armor pieces for you guys. I'll increase it all the way right now just so I can make a couple of them quickly. So now that I got one, I'm gonna go ahead and decrease it. I usually keep it around that. Kind of like a little angled out ratio like that, like a diagonal line. But you can do it wherever you like. So I'm gonna go ahead and make one since I have 1 armor. I have some gold. These guys need 3 gold bars and an armor. So the free settler guy will go in there, and there's the squad leader. All pimped out and golden out. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead, since we got some gold bars, might as well take advantage of them. Build a couple level 2 swordmen, and the rest some archers. And I believe we should be able to take on the Vikings with that. I didn't even notice my boat got destroyed over here. It gave me a warning earlier, and I kind of clicked it away and forgot about it. So, okay. I am gonna delete these towers just for mostly because I kind of want to free up the workers. I'm gonna make some more stonecutters over here just in case the game drags out a little bit longer than expected. So here's what I got so far, guys. Okay, so here's our level 2 guys, as you can see. A little bit more decked out, kind of like the rounded off pointed shields instead of square shields. They got the little feathery helmets and uh, I think that's about it. But I mean, you can clearly tell they're a little bit more armored. Level 3 guys look, even a little bit even nicer. I'm gonna go ahead and make one for you guys, just so you guys know what I'm talking about. I won't show you guys the archers, but I mean it's relatively the same thing, just better armor looking type stuff. I don't have a weapon, a sword right now in there, so we do have to, as you can see, we have 1 queued, but nothing coming out, so I'll fast forward that real quick. Still no weapon. I wonder what the issue is. Oh, it looks like we are out of coal. Um, so it's one of those things where we do have coal, but this building's hogging all of it. So that's kind of where the resource management comes into place. I mentioned this before with you guys. See this menu right here, distribution menu. So you can select, I can select the coal right here, which is already selected. It's the first one. And I could, obviously I need more coal in my weaponsmith. So I would increase this ratio over here, because I need more coal there. Obviously, this is closer, so they're taking it there, but we don't need as much there right now. We need some over here. Anyways, here's our level 3 swordman guy. He's got the rounded shield, big ol' helmet, big sword. Um, gonna get him over here. And those guys are boss. Like they'll kill. They'll kill quite a few units before they go out. If we're lucky here, the AI has not expanded much. So I'm gonna fast forward them walking over here. Okay, so there they are. That's just one click, guys. I'm telling you that you gotta. That thing's dangerous. You guys gotta be careful. Here's the enemy. Now the battles do get a lot more intense when you're playing like a normal game. The maps have more resources. The armies are much bigger. You guys will see later on. I'll do some more videos of how massive the armies can get. I wish I would have had some of my previous videos recorded. Because like the entire screen is full of like enemy and friendly and all sorts of just death and destruction going on. So as you guys can see, we took over that tower, but I am gonna delete it because it's not letting me because it's the only tower in the area. So it looks like our little assault here might not be successful. Look at this father with Bill though. You can tell he can take a beating. So it looks like our attempt failed, guys, and I'm probably gonna call it a pause right here. I'll probably pick it up next time. Um, Hopefully we can get our our weapon situation figured out and build up a little bit more. And that was the end of our little assault. They're about to take over that tower. Yep, there's my guy. Took one out and he got killed. So we lost visual right there. So that's probably gonna be it for me for today, guys. Probably continue it up.